and welcome to the SoCal Yearbook Gal Education Series designed to inspire, encourage, support, and make your life easier. This week we are talking about colophons, and I have a couple of really cool options to show you, but first of all I would like to tell you what a colophon is in case you don't know. So a colophon is a little blurb in the back of a book. It's typically one of the last pages in really any book, but particularly in yearbooks as well. And the colophon is where you put down all of the basic information of your book. So how many pages is it? How many copies did you purchase? Some people include how much they charge for their book. They do shout outs to the advisor, to the yearbook rep, to the publishing company, to the photographer, to any parents who did a lot of work for fundraising, those kind of things. And one of my favorite things about the colophon is that, especially when yearbook advisors include this, it is my favorite. It's when they include the font information, the color information, and like graphic details, those kind of things. And the reason why I love that is because, especially when I grab a book, I know I talk about this book all the time, but this book right here, I love this book. I love so many things about this book. I love these little icons right here. I love the font. I love the color. I love so much about this. And while I wouldn't just recreate this exact book, well, I might. It's just so beautiful. I would never do that. But maybe I want to do something along these lines and have these kind of fonts and these kind of colors. Rather than guessing and spending a ton of time, the Lone Star helped me out, and they included this information in their colophon. I love where it's placed. It's in the back of the book. It's a couple pages. They have their theme in like the conclusion of their theme at the end of the book, but right before that they have their staff page, their yearbook staff, and it says 25 things you didn't know about the yearbook staff, and it was talking about their yearbook staff members and had little quotes and what pages that they did. But right here on this side over here, we have the colophon. And I actually sent you guys, if you're ever interested in these, you can message me, but in an earlier video, I showed you where you can get the link to this. I think it was for February 14th. I did a video showing you where you can find the PDFs of some of my favorite books. But in the colophon right here, we have some letters from the editors right here, but then we also have operations. It says that it's the 18th volume. It was printed by Balfour in Dallas, Texas. It had a run of 1,150 copies, 240 pages. It has all of that like basic information. It talks about who the account executive is, who the rep is, who the photo company is. It's talking here about how all of the pages were created using Adobe InDesign CC, and it has an entire staff of 26 students. They all worked remote, which just blows my mind. Like how I am just so proud of all of you guys and how you were able to overcome everything, all these challenges that we went through with the pandemic. But the fact that you can create a book like this remotely, I'm so impressed. It talks about what kind of cameras they used, the fact that they had all of the, what kind of laptops they used using Google Drive. They talk about the theme here, the cover and their end sheets, the fact that it was embossed, it has a clear varnish. And then I love this piece right here. This is what I was talking about earlier. It's talking about the fonts. It says the Baccarie family was used for the display font. The Agenda family was used for the display copy. And then they used vector icons from Creative Market. That's what these are right here. If you can kind of see that, they put it on a clear varnish. And then the colors. So we have the CMYK mixes for those beautiful colors that I love so much. And then editorial policies right here. Thank yous to the people who helped them out throughout the year. These are the reps, the Cal Lemons. I talk about her a lot. She's so fantastic. But she's our education specialist, and she's won all sorts of awards for her yearbooks, but now she helps us take yearbooks to the next level. And so she helped with this book, and they did a shout out to her, shout out to the principal, just a bunch of people who who helped out. And then right here is professional organizations that are part of CSPA, an Interscholastic League Press Conference, and the National Scholastic Press Association. So I love that. They gave me all the information that I was craving, and it's right there at the end of the book. I'll show you another one right here. This is Vandegrift High School in Austin, Texas. Reconfigure. Here's their colophon right here. Same kind of thing, talking about production, the cover, photography, acknowledgements, memberships, ads, extra. So this is like selling senior ads, that kind of stuff. And then this is from the professor, just a little shout out to the editors and the staff. And then a note from the editors, and then the different teams and the editorial board and who did what. So really cool, just talking about, you know, the ins and outs of the book, which it says right there, Colophon, the ins and outs of the book. The Tatanka staff put together this one right here. You can see kind of a similar theme a little bit, where you have little quotes from the staff members here on this side. And then over here we have the staff picture, thank yous. And then this one right here just has basically all the information in a paragraph. So the colophon, I would definitely recommend doing one. It helps you remember what you did. These kind of things will end up in your staff manual anyway, but it's really cool to be able to just go back to your book. You see it on your shelf anyway. Go back to your book, grab it, and then you'll remember what fonts you used, and it'll help people like me too. So we love copying fonts, figuring out what you guys did, and the colophon makes it easy for us. But anyway, I hope that helps. Try to throw that in. It's one page. Even if you don't have a whole page to dedicate to it, if you could just get it all in a little blurb and put it like a sidebar at the bottom of one of your last pages, that would be great too. So looking forward to seeing it. And again, I think it's a really great place to give a shout out to those people who are the most important to you, like your principal, your advisor, your editors, parents, photographer, rep, and publishing company. Good luck, you guys.